Hi, Phil here with the 2008 GMC Sierra. We have this in today to upgrade the turn signals to our Diode Dynamics LED switchbacks. Installation will require a few hand tools and should take you about 45 minutes to an hour. Let's go ahead and get started. We'll need to gain access to the back of the headlight assembly for this installation, so we'll need to start by taking off the shroud over the radiator. Simply take a flathead screwdriver, or if you have a trim removal tool, simply get in here and get these rivets out in order to get this guy pulled off the truck. Now that we have the rivets out, go ahead and pick straight up and set it aside. Now there are a couple different ways you can get to the back of these headlights, and that's either removing the grille and the trim piece entirely, or just simply removing the trim piece and rocking the headlight out. I prefer to just remove this trim piece down here. So let's go ahead and get started with taking those bolts out. To remove this trim piece, we're going to need to remove the two 7mm screws on both sides of the truck and the fender. Simply back those guys on out. And then once you have those removed, you want to pull gently with the trim panel away from the fender in order to get the clip to remove. Now that you have all the tabs loosened on the trim panel underneath the headlight, you can move on to the 6 tabs that are underneath the grille itself for this process. Now it might benefit you to have a couple extra hands because you're going to smash your thumbs a couple of times, but let's go ahead and get back here. I can't really get you a good shot, but you simply want to reach in, squeeze the tab and push outward on the trim panel. And as it does, it will release from the grille. And then you can pull it the rest of the way out of the truck. To remove the headlight from the truck, we're going to need to remove the 3 10mm screws that are holding the headlight in. Now I'm going to start with this bottom one, which is behind that trim panel we just removed. You can actually access it through this hole here. Simply go ahead and stick your ratchet in there and get that guy out. Now that we have the bottom screw removed, we're going to go ahead and take out the top 2 here that are holding the headlight in the rest of the way. Once you get to the last screw here, you'll want to make sure you have some sort of support on the headlight, otherwise it will fall out of the truck. Once you have your screws removed, simply pull outward on the headlight, let it fall a little bit, and then slide it on out the side. I'm going to be completing this installation on a tabletop, so I'm going to go ahead and disconnect the main headlight connector and make this job a little bit easier on myself to move it to a table. Now that we have the headlight out of the truck, we can access the turn signal bulbs on the inside of this housing. We'll simply want to rotate those guys counterclockwise and pull them straight out of the housing, and then pull the bulbs on out of the socket. Now we're replaced with our Diode Dynamics LED upgrades. Now you want to double check and plug this into the truck to make sure your polarity is correct and everything's functioning properly. Also, as with most LED upgrades when turn signals, you may need to add resistors to correct your hyper flashing. Once those are confirmed, you can lock them back in place and return this headlight to the truck. Now that you've completed your installation, you'll have a nice, modern, cool white running light with a switchback feature for the turn signals. For more information on this product, visit us at diodedynamics.com or use our dealer locator to find a dealer near you. Thanks for watching.